think I could do it.
Well, you were pretty jacked, you know. You're like, no, I don't do cardio. I don't do cardio. It's just weight train, man. Yeah, I can punch a goat in the face. I don't do cardio. What do you mean? I'm going now. I'm going to eat some tuna and some chicken, and then I'm going to punch a ghost.
I was actually running all the time out there, man.
Oh, wow. Look at me being a jerk.
Yeah. How do you know me, Norbert?
This is why I'm fat, because I don't know.
And then, so I have another question. Like, so as soon as I brought up this movie, the first thing you did was start singing Filter's "Hey Man, Nice Shot." Is that?
Oh my God!
Like, but that's another way. This movie. When was the last time you saw it?
Listen, I watch this movie once or twice a month because I love this movie, and this was the 90s, so movie soundtracks were still a thing. It was a big deal to have a good song with your movie. And hey man, nice shot. They played it twice in the first 5 minutes. You know, they played after the Crypt Keeper intro, and then after they crash into each other with the cars, Billy Zane and Sadler. Sadler stumbling away. They bring it back again. It's iconic, with at least in terms of this movie. There were two songs that always used to be in everything. That was in every trailer. And what was that other one?
Oh, Semi-Charmed Life?
Yes! That was in every trailer.
This summer.
Exact Touchstone Pictures presents.
He's a guy. She's a girl.
You know, I thought we were going to go out tonight. Whatever. Yeah.
Coming in July. Semi-Charmed kind of life. Baby.
Yeah, this song about heroin addiction, and it's like, oh, it's in every romantic comedy trailer. It didn't make any sense. And I don't know what this song's about.
For a while, I loved it. That song was out, right? And even the singer of Third Eye Blind was like, guys, this song is about drug addiction. And then there was that song by Liz Phair called Why Can't I Breathe? Which she's like, we haven't we're going to get our PG-13. She's like, we haven't fucked yet, but my head's swimming. And she's like, I'm already wet and I'm going to go swimming. So it's all about like, these two people are just going to hook up. But in all these PG romantic movies, it's just, why can't I breathe? I'm like, you know what this, like, you know what's next in this song? So I love it when songs like that hit the mainstream.
And then, you know, another weird thing, speaking of the music in this movie.
Yeah.
So Roach and Cordelia, you know, they're having their earth-shaking sex upstairs. And then the cop, you know, while he's supposed to be searching for the key, he walks in on Cordelia and Roach having sex. And what's the song they're having sex to? Cemetery Gates from Pantera. It's like, dun, 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 and she's just like gently riding him while at the same time slowly turning up the voltage on the battery that's connected to his nipples. It's like, what the hell is going on in this movie?
That's a very Roach song. Would you say that?
For sex?
For Roach? Probably. Roach is not listening to Why Can't I Breathe or Semi-Charmed Life.
You know, he's not listening to Although We've Come. Yeah, give it to me, Cordelia. Turn it up, yeah. Off the road. No. You know, nothing turns me on like Cemetery Gates. I'll tell you that though. You know, when I'm ready to get down and do the horizontal mambo, it's doom 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 doom. Cemetery Gates.
Was it respect rock? What did you say? Now I confuse that Filter song. So I know it is in Cable Guy. Remember when that song was really prevalent in the trailers? Hey man, nice shot. But then I also thought it was in the Hitcher remake, but apparently that's a Nine Inch Nails song. Closer.
So actually, what was that show? The Hitchhiker?
Yeah,
you're saying
the remake? The remake with Sean Bean when he wipes out all the cop cars.
I was thinking of the Hitchhiker show that used to come on USA.
There was a Hitchhiker show on USA?
There was a Hitchhiker show, and I swear
Kung Fu?
Something. It was basically like Kung Fu, where this guy was hitchhiking and either solving crimes like the A-Team or murdering people. Something. It was a dark show, man.
So he hitchhikes, and then when he ends up in the town, he ends up saving everything?
And then they play Hey Man, Nice Shot. It was weird.
I feel like towns were probably better off without him, and then when he came, all the trouble started.
Well, you know what? If you have a problem and there's no one else to call, you could always call The Hitchhiker.
Hey man. You know what I was thinking is when I was younger, I was kind of a rabble rouser, and every time I went to Tampa, I'd get in trouble. And I was telling somebody this later, probably in my 30s, I was talking about all my experiences in Tampa, and this guy goes, "It sounds like you brought the trouble there."
No, I'm going to have to disagree with you there. You cannot be a person who does bad things if you call yourself a rabble rouser. You're such a good guy. Listen, I got into a little tomfoolery and shenanigans in my youth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, my rabble rousing.
What was your rabble rousing? Moving things on different shelves in the supermarket? Create a job 2000.
Yeah, I would put BOGO signs with the wrong things, and then I would stand by the register laughing.
You would pay for things in exact change. Dun, dun, dun.
Pennies. So I'd walk
the
up.
Evil of Hellfire.
So I'd walk up to I'd be at a grocery store and I'd see 4 attendants. If three of them look miserable, one of them looks happy, I'm gonna go up to the one who looks happy, and I am going to make them look like the other 3. The other 3 are gonna be smiling by the time I'm done with that one.
You're gonna. Oh, that'll be $16.99, and then you just dump a bag of pennies out onto the counter. 1, 2, rabble rousing Hoffmeyer.
That sounds like that sounds like a game that like they used to do Crossfire. Hoffmeyer. That sounds like rabble rouser.
Hoffmeyer. He pays for things in pennies. He goes to the express lane of the checkout with 11 items instead of 10. Hoffmeyer.
This summer, Hoffmeyer's rabble rousing, semi-charm kind of life, baby.
Oh, Mark, did you overwater the lawn again?
Hey man, nice shot, and
nice shot. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm playing golf.
Hoffmeyer's a cheater. He kicks the ball on golf.
And at the end of the trailer, I move the golf ball back because I feel bad.
That's right. Because you got guilt. And then you go jogging. That's right. But when you jog, you don't tell people on your left. You just kind of brush past them.
Bump. My bad. I'm sorry.
Get this rabble rouser with a heart of gold. Get the girl.
He'll do something kind of annoying, and then he'll apologize.
Dude, you parked in the handicap space. Oh, well.
Then it shows me running back to my car to back out.
This has gone too far.
What won't he do this summer? The rabble rouser coming to a theater near you.
Right. He tries to pay for everything with a Diners Club card in 2019.
You try buying lunch when he's around. I'll buy it. No, I'll buy it.
Oh my God. Tangents.
Hoffmeyer brings a 6-pack to a party. They only drink 3. He takes the remaining 3 home.
And the 6-pack was actually Natty Light Ice.
And then some guy goes in there, hey, where'd the Natty Ice go?
Oh man, that's the sad person in our story, isn't it? Yeah. The guy who was desperate for the Natty Ice.
So I cause a spiral by accident. But then later I learn it, and I become his best friend to make him, in those stupid movies where someone does something terrible to someone and then they enter their lives to kind of, that's what I do because the guy's depressed about the Natty Light.
Yeah, word. Oh, sorry I killed your mom. Here's some Natty Light.
Yeah. What Mark is doing is kind of weird, but his heart is in it. I wish you would step back from that ledge. That actually reminds me of Yes Man. I do love that scene where, Luis Guzman is singing Jumper.
Yeah.
With Jim Carrey.
Oh my God.
Every movie needs Luis Guzman.
Every movie needs Semi-Charm. Could you imagine another trailer of Demon Knight with Semi-Charm kind of life? Will Breaker. He's just trying to get from one end of the country to the other. But Billy Zane is not having it.
Will the rakish cad catch the heroic hero? And then they cut to the hotel where Jada Pinkett's kind of acting cheeky about the sheets.
Exactly. Can Charlie get his job back, or will he just blow everyone away?
Oh man!
I don't know how he's gonna kill everybody in there. He's got no bullets, and then hey.
Watch as a evil demon, wait, steals your heart. I don't know.
Literally.
Yeah. Is he evil or is he misunderstood? It's Billy Zane as the collector.
Tune in next week when we go jewelry shopping with Demon Steve.
Goodbye.
He tells you his top 5 secrets to getting the best hoop earrings in the mall. Yeah.
They can't be painted. They have to be pure bronze.
We have gone off the rails
this summer. Where's my cat? You know?
And then the Crypt Keeper, tune in next week, kiddies. I'll scream you later.
We hope people are so. Now, all right. Now I have another question for you.
Sure.
Would you watch a Gory Cooper movie?
Well, I would watch a Gory Cooper movie. I would watch a Jim Scary movie. You know what I'm saying?
Robert Redford.
I couldn't wait to see something by Robert Redford. Yeah. Or Shaquille O'Neal on the basketball court.
Meryl Creep.
I bet you that was your favorite part of this movie, huh? The terrible puns.
Oh, when I caught that, it made me so. Wait, Charlize. Well, no, Felon. That doesn't work. Theron.
Charlize Terror.
Terror? I said Felon. What is Felon? I don't know what that even means.
Charlize Theron. You got to try it with the cackle. That's how it's got to work. You know?
Yeah. I can't. You're good at that. Now I know you're good at Keith David. I know you're good at the Crypt Keeper.
Michael Gordon went for 23 points last night. Too bad they relied on the a shack. That's the Crypt Keeper doing NBA on NBC.
Oh, I love it. I mean, that happened, right? Didn't he call a couple games?
You might as well. You know what I'm saying? Coming to the stage next, Hat-Trick Ewing.
Now, when you were 19, did you I mean, I guess when I was 13, I'd pretty much watched I'd watched every single horror movie known to man. So it didn't really, when you were 19 though, did you feel the blood in this movie or just have fun with it? Were you like, since you knew it, did you have fun with it? Does that make sense?
No, I know what you mean. The only horror movie that ever scared me was Alien and Aliens.
Really?
Those scared the hell out of me because there's no recourse. The thing is 8 feet tall. Even if you stab it, the blood is going to get on you and kill you anyway. Mm-hmm. And those things scared the hell out of me, and they didn't make any noise. But by the time I got to Demon Night and those types of things, I had already seen every Friday the 13th, every Nightmare on Elm Street, Cube. You know what I mean? Those types of things. Those things were bloody, but they would always just make me laugh, which is why I'm a terrible person.
So I watched this movie when I was, 13, 14. Yeah. And I watched it by myself. I had to sit next to my 12-inch TV VCR with headphones in watching it. And it was dark. And I guess, even though all right, so get this, right? I'd watched the Friday the 13th. You know who's going to get killed, the campers, right? Nightmare on Elm Street, you know the basic pattern of who's going to get killed. The movies that got me were things like Seven, or honestly, I've said this on the pod 100 times, that Ernest Scared Stupid, because you never knew, like the troll had no pattern, so it just grabbed, if it missed a kid, it would grab another one. So I remember watching this movie, and it just, the way, it got to people at random times, and the way the kid gets killed, and the way, just... So you watch and here's a kid in this movie that gets killed. You have I keep wanting to call him Scud. Roach makes a deal. He gets murdered. This movie, maybe if you've been more of a savvy type watcher, but for me, the unpredictable nature of it and the fact that he could get in people's heads and you never knew when people would turn and how grotesque they became and the lies that the collector told, even though he was a likable guy. I totally feel you. It threw 14-year-old, maybe if I had watched this when I was 19, right, it wouldn't have hit me as hard. But the 14-year-old me watching it was really caught off guard by just the unpredictable aspect of it. And I guess I like that a lot. And also, I remember when I was 14 being really thrown off by the punch through the head. When he punched through that guy. Like, that
was insane.
Because Ernest said it brilliantly. He started the movie off at a slow burn, right? So when that head gets punched, I mean, it hits hard.
It was complete. Oh, There's your pun.
Do.